Welcome to Talk of Alabama, live in the ABC 3340 studios. With new numbers, nearly 6,000 children are in foster care in Alabama right now. And you cut that figure in half and you have the number of available foster homes, and more than 200 children are up for adoption in our state today. So November is National Adoption Awareness Month, and we're a few steps ahead this morning. The Children's Aid Society of Alabama is here. Susie Diamond and also Brittany Popham. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
I'm glad we can actually bring awareness to this topic, but also talk about easy ways to kind of start the process to foster care, maybe even adoption, if that's something that someone's up to. With it being National Adoption Month, I guess in November. So
November, yes.
Where do you guys want to start?
Well, thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely.
We're so excited to be here on TOA and talk about what we get to do at Children's Aid Society. Brittany and I are with the APAC program, which stands for Alabama Pre- and Post-Adoption Connections. So we are here to help folks in our state navigate their lifelong journey of adoption. Oftentimes, families get started with us through our pre-adoption services, where we recruit, train, and home study potential adoptive families to adopt Alabama's waiting children, or those children that you mentioned who are waiting for their forever families here in Alabama. We
said those numbers a moment ago, staggering numbers, but they're continuously growing right now as a trend, an upward trend that we're seeing in the state right now.
It's upward trend, excuse me.
It's a tongue twister. I was trying to fix that.
Nationally.
Upward trend.
It really is. And, you know, the need is great for foster families and adoptive families.
Absolutely.
My second question here, what are some of the common myths or misconceptions when it comes to adoption?
Yeah, great question. First of all, a lot of people don't know that you can adopt only in Alabama. So a lot of people think you have to foster first. Well, in our state, you can adopt only.
Wow.
And with that, there's little to no cost associated with adoption from foster care. So you don't have to think about, raising all this funds to adopt a child. All that's provided for with stipends and things like that. So there's little to no cost associated with adoption from foster care.
It's so true. I have a friend who adopted, and I was wondering about the cost and everything, because it can be obviously very expensive to raise a child, and they were saying that money's there. So
yeah,
provided to them,
absolutely.
which is
All of
wonderful.
our services are free. The training, everything that we provide for families is a free service.
Amazing.
Yes.
So what are some steps to become an adoptive parent?
Well, one of the very first steps you can take is to contact APAC. Yes. We are here. We partner with State DHR Office of Adoption to provide these services, as Brittany said, at no cost. So we are here to support families and children as they enter their adoption journey.
If I'm not quite ready to adopt, what's the next step? I guess if you kind of want to learn more before you take that big leap.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a great orientation video, or we can do in-person orientations and we can talk about it. But the biggest thing is to reach out to us. If you reach out to us, we're there to answer any questions that you have. So you may think, oh, is this for me? Just talk through it with one of our workers on the phone, and we can go through all those steps to see if it's right for you or not.
If you want to become a foster home or a foster parent, is that much easier than the adoption process? Or is it, I guess, the requirements, fewer requirements?
Well, the requirements are similar. That is the exact same training that foster parents and adoptive parents go through. To be a foster parent, you would go, we would recommend going through your local DHR office. But the training is the same.
And so many kids out there just need that foster home to go to, especially with the holidays coming, to have that special place, a loving home, loving individuals, to embrace them and show them that it's all good in the world. It's not a scary place, so they don't have to live without a home. So what else can we cover this morning? Wait, 1 minute to go.
Yeah. We also, provide services on the post-adoption side. So once your adoption is finalized, we have individual and family counseling. We do support groups, special events, crisis management. We're here to meet the needs of the kids and families as they bond and attach and grow their families through adoption.
Literally holding the adoptive parent or the foster
Yes.
parent's hand throughout the entire process.
Absolutely.
Where can we start the process? Is there a website we can go to learn more?
Yes. It is.
I know it's always, the website's always tricky. Let's see.
Yeah.
Pretty much if you just Google Children's Aid Society of Alabama, you'll
Yeah.
find it.
Yeah, / APAC adoption.
Yeah.
And then our videos there, all of our information's on there, so that will be helpful. And, you know, we also love to speak to anybody. So if there's churches, community organizations, anybody that we can come and speak about the need for foster and adoptive homes, we would love to come out and do that and tell them all the great services that we provide.
We want to lower these numbers.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Before the holidays especially,
Yes.
but all the time here in Alabama. We can do it. We're a very loving and caring state, so we need to show that heart, the heart of
Absolutely.
Alabama. Again, Susie Diamond, Brittany Popham with Children's Aid Society of Alabama. Thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
on the show.
Thanks
Thank
so much
you.
for having
Yes,
us.
ma'am. Thank you. It's
Yeah.
been a pleasure.